Hello. Good evening. What time are we on? 7:10. Sorry. I'm like about 50 hours later than I told Lindsay I would be. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to write some notes. So A, I didn't miss anything, and B, I didn't go off on a tangent and talk absolute garbage. Hello. Happy Tuesday, if anyone's there. I know I've probably come on like in the witching hour when people are putting their kids to bed, but I've promised Lily my little girl, a pamper evening tonight. So okay, so I'll just give it like a couple of minutes just in case. Just get my caffeine. Hello. Just wait, just a little tiny bit just to see if anyone's around. If you're there, give me a wave, say hello. Hi, Sarah. Hello. So my name's Tam, Tam Richards. Hi, Kate. Oh, it's so lovely to be here. I don't think I've ever done a training for Lindsay and Fraser before, so I'm really excited to be here. I'm very honoured to be with you incredible people. I always feel really rude drinking when I'm doing a live because I like the noise. Well, apparently, according to my husband, I'm the noisiest drinker ever. Okay, so day 7, Leap to Leaders. I absolutely love this course. I absolutely love it because I think it's like the foundations, the absolute crucial elements that if you implement them all into your business, you have like absolutely, there's nothing else going to happen other than success. Like you guarantee, if you implement what you learn, you guarantee that you will have success. So I absolutely love this course. I'm super passionate about it. And I'm really excited for you guys who are taking part in it all. Hi, Liz. So my name's Tam. And I joined Scentsy in February 2017. A little bit of background to me. I'd previously to my Scentsy business, I built up like a craft business. I was a crafter, like I made handmade products. And I built quite a successful business online using Facebook already. So that was prior to Scentsy, and that was it was a great tool. Those skills that I'd learned were absolutely they were fantastic for me to be able to bring along with me into my Scentsy business and implement into my Scentsy business. I've had to learn a lot of new stuff with regards to working online with Scentsy and grow in a lot of ways. So hopefully what I say will help you guys and you'll be able to implement your own business. So working online, like I obviously, we know that the smelling does the selling and the experience of Scentsy is phenomenal. However, me personally, I'm quite like a socially awkward person. I'm not very good. I got a phone call. I'm not very good at like injecting myself into a social situation where, you know, chatting to people and stuff. I found it much easier being online rather than face to face at first. I've grown, like my confidence has grown a lot through being with Scentsy, and it's something that I hope you get a bit of a signal issue. Sorry, just tell me, can you just somebody throw me some like thumbs up if I'm back in the room? It just said that I was out. My signal had gone. My signal's been brilliant for ages. Thank you. Right, okay, I'll get going again. Right, so Scentsy helped me grow in confidence and just feel a lot more confident in myself a lot. But getting started online and initially building, I was much more comfortable online. Thank you, Kate. I was much more comfortable online. I was quite confident with it, surprisingly. For saying I am like not naturally a confident person at all, it's something I've had to work really hard at. So it worked really well for me. But what I've learned since becoming a network marketer with Scentsy is the amount of different platforms we have available to us, and how each one can give so much to your business, and each one has got like a completely different opportunity to it, but both, like all of them, have just never-ending opportunity. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what I work, but I mean, there is an endless supply of platforms, social media platforms I'm talking about today. Obviously there's Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest. There's absolutely trillions. I personally, at the moment, I just use Facebook and Instagram, and but different platforms within Facebook, and I use Instagram as well. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about today, about how I work them, how I use them. One thing I would say is, I know a lot of people, like I might say about Facebook page, and you might think, oh, well, I've no idea how to do that. I honestly didn't have a clue either. There was a point where I didn't know how to use a Facebook page. There was a point where I didn't know how to use an Instagram, how to create an Instagram account. What I did was I found short free courses, like 5-day courses on the basics of using Instagram, on Facebook pages. I Googled tutorials on YouTube. I had to teach myself how to use them. So please don't think, well, I don't know how to use them, hold you back from going out there and trying and getting yourself set up on these platforms, because there was a point where I mean, there's a few platforms that I've still no idea how to use, but I know if I want to use them, I'll have to teach myself, because that's the only way we learn. Like, you have to obviously make the choice to go for it. So, because obviously we never, ever stop learning and ever stop growing. So please don't think, well, I've never used Instagram before, because even if you haven't, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. You can learn. You can 100% go on Google and go on YouTube, and you can find, there's a lot of people on Facebook that like they do like a 5-day getting started free course. You just enroll for the free course. They do always try and get you to buy something at the end, but they just get you going, they get you started, and they get you interacting with other people and sort of teach you the basics of particular platforms. So please don't write them off just because you've never used them before, or you don't think you can use them. Like, we've all got to learn. Okay, so I am going to try and not go on all day at you. So I'm going to talk to you about the platforms that I use, and I know for a fact that I've not even scratched the surface really of all the platforms available, but these are the ones I've used, and I try to concentrate on being the best I can be at something before I move on to the next. So at the moment, like, I'm really confident on Facebook. Once I'm still like really getting to the point where I want to be on Instagram, but once I'm confident with that, I'll move on to another one. So this is where I'm at the minute. So I'm going to talk through all the different ones. Okay, so this is, like I said, the reason that this topic is in Lead to Lead is because each of these platforms has huge opportunity, like never-ending opportunity, that you can reach millions. This is what I love about online, and it just blows my mind. You can reach millions of people at the click of a button. Absolutely blows my mind. Like, obviously I know, like, I would never ever not use the actual smelling, letting the smelling do the selling and the actual experience, but what we can reach from the click of a button is mind-blowing. When you think of when Scentsy first started, they didn't have Facebook. They didn't have any way of working their businesses online. They did it all by parties, and like getting their name out there that way. There was none of this. Like, we have it like so much easier than what they had it when Scentsy first started. So it just blows my mind that the opportunity we literally have when sat on the sofa, when laid in bed in the evening, you know, we've just got no absolute endless opportunities. And yeah, you might have to learn how to use them, but once you do, and once you get confident with them, like, the things that it'll bring to your business are mind-blowing. So your Facebook profile was the first thing I was going to talk about. Use that. I want you to see your Facebook profile as a platform and not a platform to sell. I never ever use my Facebook profile as a platform for like showing products and prices and stuff like that. My Facebook profile is, I want to be able to, like, somebody click on my profile and I'd want them to be able to see that I am a Scentsy consultant, and that how they can get in touch with me if they wanted to. I want them to get like a little, without feeling like they're being sold to, I want them to feel a little bit intrigued by looking at my profile. So having my profile picture is always related to Scentsy, and then in my bio I will have details of how you can get in touch. But then my posts for my profile, for my Facebook profile, is kind of sharing my Scentsy life. It's my personal life, because this is where attraction marketing comes in play on your Facebook profile. Sharing your like sharing me working my business, sharing like positive quotes and how Scentsy's helped me and helped my family, and the friendships I've made through Scentsy, stuff like that. So it's not about selling the product or sharing the prices or anything like that, or like I don't particularly do tutorials of products or anything like that on my profile. It's just literally me being me and living my Scentsy life on there, because Scentsy is a huge part of mine and my family's life, and you can hopefully see that by looking at my profile. And like I said, I want it to be clear that I am a Scentsy consultant. I want people to see that I am a Scentsy consultant, but then I can invite people to my group where they can get more information on the products, because that's my next one. My second platform is my Facebook group, where I can invite people to my group, but they don't get that kind of information on my profile. That's more just me living my best life as a Scentsy consultant that you can see from being friends with me on Facebook. And I use it to meet new people too. So you not only do you use it to bring people to your Facebook profile, but you can also use it to meet new people too. Interacting in maybe some groups, if there's any groups out there of people with the same interests as you, perhaps like makeup, dogs, I don't know, slow cooker recipes, anything like that. There's literally a Facebook group for everything. So you can use your profile to get out there and get involved in networking with people with the same interests as you and building relationships up. So that's how I would use your profile. The next one is your group, is a Facebook group. I'm not sure, let me know if you guys have a Facebook group. When I bring someone in, I train them all to set up a group. So I'd be interested to know out of you guys what you have. But I train them all to set up a group. That is how I train. I set up a group, set up a Facebook group, make it like your little, I call it the inside of your shop. So if you think that you've got your shop window, but in your group is the inside. Hi Hilary. So you use a Facebook group, do you? So inside your group is like your little shop where they can learn, where, for example, if you think about it virtually, they can touch and feel the products. I know they obviously can't, but they can get a much more deeper understanding of what Scentsy is, of what the products are, you using the products, what they can I do tutorials, particularly of I do tutorials of everything in my Facebook group, because I know that lack of understanding was the reason that held me back from buying Scentsy, because I didn't understand what it is. So it's something I've really led with my entire time in my group, and I train everybody to lead with educating people on how to use the products. So all that kind of stuff goes on in my group. I share every day I'll share what I'm warming and what my favourite products are, and if there's any new launches and stuff like that, it goes into my groups. And what I've also tried really hard to create is a community in there. So my customers, because I have worked my business online, my customers are literally spread out over the whole country. I have a smallish customer base that are local, but the majority of my customers are literally all over the country. So I've tried to create a community in there. I ask them to share their favourite products. I ask that, my customers in my Facebook group, they're friending each other on Facebook and they're getting to know each other. I absolutely love, it's taken me a while. It's not just happened like that. It's taken me a while to get it to that point. But they talk about their favourite products and it's become a real community. You do live demos of products. They are literally gold, absolute gold. You're doing a demo of the products, just a demo of changing your wax or anything like that. But they can, inside your group, they can really see how what Scentsy is, how it works. They can get to know you a little bit more. Don't use it as, I like never ever train anyone to use it as a sales platform. Like I don't do salesy posts at all. It's a very personal, come and have a look at these products. They're absolutely incredible. I would love to share them with you if you're interested. And that kind of take on it all, rather than, you know, there's no adverts like, look at this warmer, 35, 36 pound, whatever. None of that goes on. It's all very personal, very enthusiastic, very passionate about the actual products, and a lot of education. I have a post at the top of my group for customer referral, for customer, oh my God, what's the word? Review, that's the one. So I have a post pinned to the top of my group for customer reviews. So my customers, and then I have another post pinned to the top of my group on how to order as well, because that's another thing that I think people need educating on, is how simple it is to order. So there's just a little step-by-step guide of how they can order the products. And then I have another pinned post for my customer reviews. And if they leave me a little review, they get a little thank you card and a sample in the post. So I try and I'm very, very big on customer service. It's something that I've really, really led my business with. You can build interaction up in there, because the more you get your customers to interact, the more likely people are to see the posts. So asking opinions like, okay, I need to choose a new warmer, or what are you warming today, or what's your favourite product? People love to talk about themselves. So, you know, really use your group. You can schedule posts. It's absolutely golden. Like my business, my group is like my favourite place on Facebook. I absolutely love it. And we chat about our favourite products, like people, like you build up a real community of Scentsy people in there. I do monthly bingo in there. I have, during lockdown, I started that, and I started doing it weekly, and it was just great. Like my customers loved it so much. So we do monthly bingo in there, so people know what to expect. And like I said, they can get to know you. So that is Facebook group. Let's check I've not missed anything. Okay, so I said about going live. Oh, I tell you one other thing that I use my group for that is like a game changer, and I try and train everybody to do, is any excuse for an online party in my group. So, you know, like if you want to do an online party and you're looking for a host, I literally host my own party in my group. I don't do an event, I do it in my group. Any opportunity I can. So like the Harvest collection will be getting its own online party, and I will kick off the party saying the people who interact the most will get a special thank you. And I try and really plan my posts to make them exciting and interesting. And like they're seeing me getting excited for the products. Like my customers will say to me, oh my God, you sound like you're actually jumping up and down when you write these posts. And I genuinely am. I'm genuinely that passionate about it. But yeah, so I use my group to host regular online parties. So anytime I've got a limited edition collection coming out, it's the first place I go to when I want to launch a new collection, like the collection tomorrow, the Find Your Happy collection. So the first place I'll go and launch it is in there. Okay, the next one I want to talk about, which I am, this is how I built up my first online business, is a Facebook business page. This is a very, very different platform to a group. Very different. And it's so bizarre how that you can be working both platforms on Facebook, but they can both be so very different. They really are. Like my group and my page, I run completely different. And it's taken me time to work out how to run them both, to get the most out of them both. Just 1 second, sorry. So your page is like your shop window. For me, this isn't like it's a very different platform because of the way Facebook shows the posts. When you post in your group, it's likely that your group members will get a notification. It becomes a very personal place to be. They've chosen to be a member of your group. It's totally different. Whereas a Facebook page, it's more, I find it more of a professional platform. So this is where I am like my group is very intimate, personal, and it's about me, whereas my Facebook page, I lead more with the products, and it's more of a professional business platform. So I create adverts really for my Facebook posts. When I say adverts, I don't just mean buy this one for £75. Like I've done a courses on social media and found like a structure to my posts that I sort of change around, and so I will show the products, and I find that there's like a 3-step way to make your post that works well on your Facebook page. So Facebook page, you can have a shop now button which links straight to your website, and you can have a little shop section as well. There's quite a lot you can do with Facebook pages, so just Google tutorials on them, because it's literally all there at your fingertips if you just take the time to watch it. They're great for, my Facebook page is my biggest source of PWS orders, where people, because in my customer group everyone orders direct through me and I do all the running around for them. My Facebook page is where I can get orders through my actual website from people that I don't particularly know. So what you do, the structure for a post that I found works, I've written it down just to make sure, because when I tell other people sometimes I get like a bit off on a tangent. So this is the best thing I found that's good for a click. So write this down, because I promise you it really does work. These are good for getting people to click on your post, and the more people that click on your post, the more people that Facebook thinks, actually this like post, like people want to see this post, people are click on it, therefore the more people Facebook will show it to. So identify a problem on your first at the beginning, and you can connect with people by doing that. So for example, are you sick of trying home fragrance products that don't work, or are you sick of cleaning soot off your beautiful white walls? Identify a problem with home fragrance, not with Scentsy, with home fragrance that they might be looking for. You can do this with the products, and you can do it with the business opportunity as well to help you recruit. I'll give you 2 examples. And then you share, so you identify the problem to connect, and then you share your personal story, because then you get them to engage with you. So one that I would say is, are you absolutely fed up of cleaning candles up, or trying home fragrance products that last for about an hour and then don't work anymore? Then you give them your story. So I used to spend an absolute fortune trying every product on the market, looking for the right product that fragranced my home and actually worked. Solution, there you can jump in. Then I found Scentsy, a safe, so I didn't need to worry. Or like your problem could be, do you love candles but worry about your children around candles? Then you can make your story. So I'm absolutely obsessed with my house smelling amazing, and I love the cozy feeling of having candles, but my toddler was constantly having me stressed out that they were going to touch the candle, make it a little bit more well written than that. And then you've got the solution. So Scentsy is a safer alternative to candles. The fragrance lasts for hours and hours, the longest I've ever had anything. It's great value for money. They look amazing. They've got a lifetime guarantee. So whatever it is, so you go problem, story, solution, and you can do that with the opportunity too. So perhaps you think of what you're like, because obviously you can't do just like a generic post. It needs to be something that will connect with somebody. So are you looking for something extra for you? Are you wanting to help contribute towards the house bills, or are you wanting to put the savings away for this, that and the other? Think of the problem, the story. So I was I was looking for another way, or I don't know, maybe your story is that I was, whatever your story is, like I joined because of the product, so it depends what it is, but maybe you are, I wanted to contribute towards the bills, and then I found Scentsy and a solution that they can join too, so you can offer them the opportunity. So there's 2 different ways of doing it: problem, story, solution. And your Facebook page is brilliant for that, because like I said, you are kind of more of a business on your Facebook page rather than a person, whereas in your groups it's more you. Your Facebook page is very much more of a business platform. So you can also pay for advertising on your Facebook page. You can, should you wish, if you wanted to. It's something that I've dabbled with a little bit, but I think it needs a little bit more. You need to really look at your demographics that you're picking for before you put money into it. But you can pay, if you have got a little bit of an advertising budget, you can pay for advertising on Facebook pages, which you couldn't do on a group. And then my next platform that I use is Instagram. So Instagram I'm still very much a work in progress on, but I have done a lot of learning and a lot of watching other successful people on Instagram to try and find what I want to be. So Instagram is very superficial. It's a very superficial platform, and it's all about your brand. So I think it works to identify things about you that you want to lead with on Instagram. So just like think of 3 maximum things. Perhaps you love walking outdoors, perhaps you love cooking, perhaps you have a small child that's very much part of your brand, perhaps you love having your hair dyed in crazy colours, perhaps you love tattoos. So whatever it is about you, identify those things that are very much you and unique to you, and then you can lead with them on Instagram. Again, if you say I don't know how to use Instagram, trust me, I didn't either. You just have to start. You just have to start, download it, start using it, and just make yourself do it, and be consistent, and watch YouTube and tutorials and watch other people. It's very much about making sure that you stand out on Instagram. Your pictures need to be light and bright and pretty. There's literally free editing tools within Instagram, like the brightness tool. So you put a photo in and you press edit. You can change filters, or you can press edit, and using the brightness, swiping the brightness across literally transforms a picture, using the brightness and the contrast. But just trying to make sure your pictures all look very similar. Like once you've decided a picture filter that you like, just try and stick with the same one, because when people click on your Instagram profile, if it looks nice, they're more likely to scroll through and see what else you've put on there. Again, Instagram is very much a lifestyle platform, more about the lifestyle than about leading with salesy products and stuff like that. It's more about you being a Scentsy consultant. It's a fantastic platform to recruit from. I do sell from Instagram. It's taken me, I've had to really push through thinking getting nothing from Instagram. I've had to spend a lot of time thinking I am getting absolutely nothing from this platform. And just keep going to actually get anything back. But yeah, so making sure it's all uniform and using hashtags as well. So look at other people who've got similar interests to you. So once you've identified your brand, find some other people who've got similar interests to you and have a look at what hashtags they're using. So I'm very much into, we bought a new house last year, so we've been very much into home decor. So I followed a lot of home accounts, looked at the hashtags they use, and that kind of mimicked them into my post as well. But what you've got to do too is you've got to interact with those other pages as well. If you interact on Instagram, you're much more likely to get something back from it than you are on Facebook. So when you found some accounts, follow some accounts that interest you and that have the same interests as you, and then interact with their posts, congratulate them, wish them happy birthday, or tell them that it's a lovely picture, whatever it is, but interact with them, because then chances are they'll interact back with you and then come and follow you. And then you can go from there for building a relationship up with. So find the things about you, find a filter that you want to use, and use it consistently. It's a great platform, Instagram. There's far more users on Facebook than there is Instagram, probably twice as many users on Facebook than there is on Instagram. However, Instagram has apparently got a much higher shop rate than Facebook. So it's a great platform to master. It does take time, like I said. It's not one I'm fully confident on yet. I'm a work in progress on there. But I'm very much enjoying learning on and growing on there and being consistent. So last one I wanted to speak about was stories. You can use stories on Instagram, and you can actually do this on Facebook too. I've only just realised, and I claim to be like a whiz on Facebook, and I've literally this last week realised this, but you can actually turn your stories into highlights. So you can, like I do tutorials in my stories of products, and then you can literally put those little tutorials into a highlight on your Instagram, and someone can click it. We went to the Harry Potter Studios again because it's very much a lifestyle platform. We went to the Harry Potter Studios, and all my photos I put on as a highlight on my Instagram, so people wanted to look through my Harry Potter. Because of stories, I don't know if you guys just let me know if any of you guys use stories or not, but they only last 24 hours. If you mark them into a highlight, then they're there for good, or until you delete them. Hi Lindsay, I've nearly finished now. But yeah, stories are fab. Polls. I never know which one it is. I think I always say polls, and my husband always corrects me to polls or polls. I don't know. But you know, like the things where you can vote on stuff like that, or click yes or no. Stories have been a game changer for me. Some days I'll forget to use them, but I've actually linked my Facebook profile to my Instagram. So when I add a story on my Facebook profile, it adds it to my Instagram. And honestly, because I forget, I have to really force myself to use Instagram. It's been since I've done that, it's been a game changer. I'm getting so much more interaction. I looked earlier and I had 11 messages on Instagram that were interactions with my stories, because I've connected my stories, my Facebook and if you do the latest update on Facebook and you set up an Instagram account and link it to your Facebook account, when I add a story, it automatically puts that story on my Instagram stories as well. And I just put little positive quotes. I'll do polls where I ask people to say, would you like a free sample pack, or do you want more information on would you like a opportunity pack or something like that, and then it'll just pop it in my Instagram as well. So stories are fab. And then like I said, if you do honestly, people love watching stories. I get addicted to watching people's stories, and I know that other people do too. Stories on Instagram are absolutely amazing. You can literally film yourself walking around your house, showing them all the Scentsy products that you've got in your house. That would be like people's dream. People love to be nosy. And in your stories, like your Facebook, your Instagram, the photos you put on your grid are like your highlight reel, and then your stories are kind of the behind the scenes or the bloopers or stuff like that. So people absolutely love to sit and watch through all your stories. It's such a great way of engaging with people. My coffee's completely cold. Yeah, you honestly use your stories more. They are phenomenal. So I just did recently I just did a wax change using my stories. You can add funky filters, you can add music, you can add little moving images. They're amazing, absolutely amazing. But the thing is people love stories. People love to sit and watch your stories, and then you can actually see who's looked at your story as well. So whereas with your Facebook post, you can't see if somebody's seen it or not, you can actually see if somebody's looked at your story. And if you do a poll, I can't remember what it's called. If you do one of them and people interact it, that gives you a chance to an opportunity to go and contact them as well. But yeah, stories are fab, absolutely fab. What I would say, all my profiles, all of the different platforms I use across social media, I do have the same profile picture. So if I don't change my profile picture very often. and I do try to always have it Scentsy related, but I don't change. I change it like once every 6 months maximum. But when I do change it, I change it across all my platforms, because I want my brand to be strong. I want people to know it's me. I don't want them to see it and not realize it's me, because I know I've got a good following on my Facebook profile, on my group. So I want them, if they see me on Instagram, to know it's me. And I use, like, if I change my branding, colours wise and stuff like that, I want it to be the same across all. So I'll just show you. So I love glitter, so I always try and do my branding glittery, because I know that if I don't, I'll regret it. Even if I think I don't fancy glitter this time, I know I'll regret it. So I've made myself a new profile picture today, and I've got like a glitter. I literally just searched. So I've made this on PicMonkey, and I literally just searched iPhone glitter wallpaper, and I found this gorgeous image for the background. And then I just added some pictures down there, some pictures across there, and then a little bit about joining there. And then that will go on my Facebook group. There's just a quick line there on how to order. There's a little bit about joining, and then I've written there, here at the Home Fragrance Lounge, we're passionate about creating a shopping experience like no other through customer service and appreciation, providing you the highest quality of home fragrance. Every single product has been designed and created with love. If you have never tried Scentsy, ask me about a free trial. So they can literally find out what I am, what they need to know from just that photo. And then you can also, if you have a cover photo on your Facebook profile, you can also link to your group, because ideally my main mission with everyone is to get them into my Facebook group, because that's where I feel that I get people addicted the most. So my mission with pretty much everything I do on social media is to get people into my Facebook group. So I work all the platforms, but the intention is that they will end up within my group. So you can use your Facebook cover photo as well on your personal profile, and you can link to your group. I have, let me see if I can get it to work. I don't know if you guys know this, if I've still got it set up. Another way of getting people into my group is, so just let me flick you around. I've gone on my website here, and I'm pretty sure I've still got it set up. If you click, you want to go to my party. Oh, I think it's undone. You can actually, on your workstation, why is that undone? Basically, on your workstation, you can have, you can set it up in your party. You can set up a link. No, it's not working. You can set up a link to your Facebook group. So anyone who joins my party, when they click on there, I don't know why it's not there, but they will usually be a picture of me, and it'll say in the top corner, join my VIP group here. And if they click it, it links straight to my VIP group. And I don't know why it's not there. That's really annoyed me. So I'll have to go set it up again. On all your parties, if you have a online party, because like I said, ideally you want people to get into your Facebook group. So I think that's pretty much it. One person I would suggest looking at if you want to look at branding is Sarah Jane Edmonds. My goodness, that girl is like, her branding game is insane. She's so good. Everything. You can literally like spot something out the corner of your eye and know it's Sarah Jane's, because that's what you want with your branding. You want to choose colours that you know you love. Like sometimes I'll think, oh, like I know I'm a very pink and sparkly person. Like I love pinks and sparkles and white, and then sometimes I'll think, oh, I'm going to change, I'm going to go like, I don't know, yellow and blue, and then I'll totally hate it because I know that I don't genuinely love those colours. So pick colours for your branding that you know you love, that you know that you're not going to go off, and that you're like, I know I'll never stop loving pink and glitter and everything else, so I've just stopped even bothering trying to do anything different. Choose colours and styles. Maybe you love marble, maybe you love black, maybe you love rose gold. Choose colours and branding that you like, and try and make everything that you do for your business like recognisable, so people know it's you. Like I said, using filters for your photos so people know it's you. It's makes it easy for people to spot when they see one of your posts. But yeah, I hope that's helped. I'm really sorry that that didn't work, that party thing, because it's so cool, and I don't know why it stopped working. You'd click on my party and it'd be like, boom, there's my face. But in the top corner, it'd say, click here to join VIP group. There was like a circle and it said, click here to join VIP group. And they'd just click it and they'd be in my VIP group. And it was really good for getting people in there, because on my Facebook page, I linked products. So whenever you share a product on your Facebook page, link to it to your website, because I had like the other day, I say the other day, it was a week last Sunday, I was driving home from Scotland, from Lindsay McCallum's house, funnily enough, 8 o'clock one Sunday night. I did a post about the honey pot warmer, and I had like 4 PWSs of people ordering the honey pot, because I linked, and they all went through my party as well, because I shared the honey pot. And I basically explained how I did the problem story solution structure that I spoke about earlier, that like we had this warmer released a couple of months ago, or 6 months ago, whatever, and it literally sold out in seconds. I was absolutely devastated because I didn't manage to get one. Solution is now you can grab yours here, and I linked to my Facebook, to my website through my party. I put it in through my party, and I had 4 PWSs for honey pots, and they ordered other bits and bobs as well. So it was like, oh, this is amazing. I was absolutely chuffed to bits for that. But yeah, no, I can see why they've not joined my group now, because it's not working. But anyway, I hope that's helped, and I hope that that's given you guys some ideas. But it's really good to working smarter, not harder. It's really good if you can sit and schedule posts as well. But if you get your profiles and your Instagram linked, so you don't have to work on doing both of them. You don't have to work on posting on both of them. You can just post on one and it'll literally ping to the other one. That's a bit of a game changer for me. And I've really noticed since I did that, the one that I use the most, which is obviously Facebook, since I did that, I've noticed a much bigger interaction on my Instagram, and when I post a personal photo and stuff like that, I'm getting a much more bigger interaction, and like the amount of people clicking on my picture and stuff is much better since I've been doing that. Okay, all right. Thank you so much, guys. See you later. Bye.